Why, hello, YouTube! Greetings from the Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer. Today I have quite the disappointing review, actually. It's Fall of Cybertron Jazz. At first, I was super excited to hear this guy's appearance as a toy, being that he is my favorite character, both all around and also in Fall of Cybertron itself. And when I saw the box at Toys R Us, which, by the way, was so recently put up that even the computer system hadn't even registered it yet, I nearly wept myself with joy. See, even the back, it's got a few old school references in the box. I normally don't review the box, but I know there are a few people out there that are just dying to see the box for some obscure reason. Me, personally, I bought a toy, not a box. That being said, let's get rid of this box. Jazz is styled very similarly to a Porsche on Cybertron, but not so close that Volkswagen can sue for copyright. He's white and blue, just like the game, which is pretty sweet. Unfortunately, this mode does have its flaws. For instance, right here are supposed to be little plastic tabs, and I mean little, and along with little comes fragile. Seriously, I had barely even begun the initial transformation and both of these snapped off. Fortunately, there are other tabs to secure the back wheels, so it's not a major catastrophe, just a little irritating. Also, the back of the car. I want to meet the engineers behind this mold and severely scold all of them. Seriously, how do you go from something like this, and all its complexity, yet being spectacular, to something like this, where the back of your car gets to show as kibble? How would you feel having all of your flesh on your back removed, so you walk around showing your spine, your rib cage, and your vital organs all the time? That's not exactly pretty to the world, and this isn't pretty to me. Also, would it kill someone? Actually, that's not a bad idea. I have a few engineers in mind. To paint on some taillights? Apparently, I have an art project on my hands. His blaster can fit into 3 different ports. Personally, I would have loved something to represent his grappling hook, but I can't be too critical, right? Oh, wait. It's a review. It's supposed to be. Never mind. I wish there was a grappling hook. So, how well does he stand up overall? Well, to answer that, let's look at our previously reviewed figure, 1985 G1 Reissue Jazz. I seriously have to stop pulling him out of the box because it's getting worn down. Both figures have similar grills, but Cybertron Jazz has headlights. Both do, however, have the Autobot symbol proudly shining from their hood. I can see the striping effect they were going for on the side, and both have a spoiler, although Cybertron isn't quite as big. Overall, I can definitely see the similarities and what they were driving at with this figure. So let's transform him. And does he transform anything like the original toy? Or how about more importantly, the game? Heck no! To start off, peel the back wheels forward. Of all things, these are going to form the arms. Extend the hands. Straighten out the legs. Rotate the front of the car up. Flip with the feet. By the way, the wheels you see here, they are fake. In no way do these roll or become part of the car, which irritates me. Back to B here. They were able to do that. Why not here? So back to transforming. Rotate the front of the car down until it clicks. Clip the spoiler into the back of the crotch. Unclip and rotate the wheels around, and you're done. You know, overall, he doesn't look all that bad in robot mode. I'm still ticked off over the leg wheels, the arm wheels, and the front wheels though, but they sort of covered that up, I guess. Paint-wise, he ain't bad. Compared to G1 though, he's a little boring to look at. A little bit of red I find would probably be in order. Looks like I have more artwork to do. Although one good thing about this guy, here's his blaster from G1. Now here's Cybertron. You can definitely see what they were trying to emulate, and they did a fairly nice job at that. And here you see him with a jazz band. Can you tell he's my favorite? Articulation is kinda, you guessed it, irritating. And it's not so much the range of motion, it's how they carried it out. You've seen how the mold of the 80s toys degrades. Well, I expect some of these joints to degrade quicker than that. Head is on a ball joint. He can't look up, but he can sure look into his chest. Arms can't really move out, but can rotate. And here's the first stupid joint. The elbow is tongue and groove. Yeah, I can see that wearing away rapidly. Legs are on an alright ball joint. They work pretty well. Knees again have that stupid tongue and groove. As do the feet, which can only move back, which is also pretty frustrating for animating or standing up, let me tell you. Anyway, that's it for Jazz. I recommend only getting this guy if you plan to review him, or if you're a die-hard collector, or just a really big fan of Jazz. I fell under the 2 of these categories, so that's why I have him. This has been the Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer.